Habits are the invisible architecture of our lives, silently shaping our daily existence. They are the small decisions and actions we perform every day, often without realizing it, like a well-rehearsed dance. From the moment we wake up to the time we drift off to sleep, our days are filled with habits, both conscious and unconscious. These habits, both big and small, shape our experiences and ultimately determine our outcomes, influencing our health, productivity, and overall well-being. Consider the act of brushing your teeth, a simple yet powerful routine. It's likely something you do automatically, without much thought, yet it has significant benefits. This simple habit, repeated consistently, contributes to good oral hygiene and a brighter smile, enhancing your confidence. Now think about the habit of scrolling through social media before bed, a common modern ritual. This seemingly harmless action can interfere with sleep, impacting your energy levels and focus the next day, leading to a cycle of fatigue. The difference between these habits highlights a crucial point. Habits can be either beneficial or detrimental, shaping our lives in profound ways. Good habits can propel us toward success, while bad habits can hold us back from reaching our full potential, creating barriers to our goals. The key takeaway is this: by understanding the science of habits, we can harness their power to transform our lives, making deliberate choices. By becoming conscious of our habits and actively working to change them, we unlock the potential for positive growth and lasting change, paving the way for a better future. This essay will delve into the psychology of habits, providing practical strategies to help you break free from negative patterns and cultivate habits that lead to a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life, one step at a time. Habits, in their simplest form, are behaviors that have become automatic through repetition. They are the small actions we perform daily without even thinking about them. They are the brain's way of streamlining frequently performed actions, conserving mental energy for other tasks. This efficiency allows us to focus on more complex and demanding activities. Over time, as we repeat an action in a given context, the connection between the context, the cue, and the action, the routine, strengthens in our brains. This process is known as habit formation. This creates a mental shortcut, allowing us to perform the action with less conscious effort. It's like putting our brains on autopilot for certain tasks. Habits can be broadly categorized as good, bad, or neutral. Understanding these categories helps us evaluate our daily routines. Good habits, like exercising regularly or eating a balanced diet, contribute to our well-being and help us achieve our goals. They are the building blocks of a healthy lifestyle. Bad habits, on the other hand, like procrastination or excessive snacking, can hinder our progress and negatively impact our health and happiness. They often lead to long-term consequences that we might regret. Neutral habits are those that neither significantly help nor harm us, such as taking a specific route to work every day. They are simply part of our routine. The distinction between good and bad habits is not always clear-cut. Sometimes, the context in which a habit is performed can change its impact. A habit that might be beneficial in one context could be detrimental in another. It's important to consider the environment and circumstances. For instance, checking your phone frequently can be a useful habit for staying connected at work, but can become a bad habit if it disrupts social interactions or prevents you from being present in the moment. Balance is key. The key to understanding habits is recognizing their impact on our lives. Reflection helps us see the bigger picture. By becoming aware of the habits we've developed, both good and bad, we can begin to make conscious choices about the behaviors we want to reinforce and those we want to change. This self-awareness is empowering. This awareness is the first step towards taking control of our habits and shaping them to align with our values and aspirations. Through mindful practice, we can create a life that reflects our true intentions. Habits don't form overnight. They are the result of repeated actions over time. They emerge through a neurological loop, a three-step process known as the habit loop, which is fundamental to understanding behavior. Understanding this loop is crucial for understanding how habits are formed and how we can change them. It provides insight into the mechanics of our daily routines. The first step in the habit loop is the cue. The cue is a trigger that signals your brain to initiate a behavior. It sets the stage for what comes next. It could be a specific time of day, a particular location, an emotional state, or even the presence of certain people. These cues are everywhere in our environment. For example, the cue for your morning coffee habit might be the smell of brewing coffee, while the cue for checking your phone might be the notification sound. These triggers are often subtle but powerful. The second step is the routine. This is the behavior itself, the action you take in response to the cue. It could be something as simple as brushing your teeth, as complex as writing a report, or as ingrained as reaching for a cigarette when you feel stressed. These routines become second nature over time. The final step is the reward. This is the outcome your brain associates with the behavior. Rewards can be tangible, like the taste of your favorite food, or intangible, like the feeling of accomplishment after completing a task. These rewards are what make habits stick. The reward reinforces the habit loop, signaling to your brain that this behavior is worth repeating. It creates a positive feedback loop. For example, let's consider the habit of biting your nails. The cue might be feeling anxious. The routine is the act of biting your nails, and the reward is the temporary relief from anxiety that the biting provides. This cycle can be hard to break. Even though nail biting is a negative habit, the immediate reward reinforces the loop, making it harder to break. The brain prioritizes short-term relief over long-term consequences. Understanding the habit loop gives us a framework for changing our behaviors. It empowers us to take control. By identifying the cues, routines, and rewards that drive our habits, we can start to modify them, making conscious choices to alter our patterns. We can replace undesirable habits with positive ones, creating a healthier, more productive lifestyle. The power to change is within our grasp.